Hello and welcome to Tarot from the Crib. I am Lotus God Sage. We are in the landing of August 2020, and today we're about to get into an Earth sign Capricorn read. So, Capricorn, the horned goat, or by Native American symbolism for the zodiac, the goose. So, Capricorn, let's start with the Egyptian deck and see what Tarot has to offer you. We start with the world inverted, followed by the Knight of Swords. Following that, we have strength, and ending up, we have the Nine of Chalices. So, Capricorn, to start here, we have the world. The world card signifying completion of cycles or the world itself, but inverted here, Capricorn, I'm seeing that some of you out there may have a feeling of being stuck at a standstill in some part of a cycle, or you also may be feeling that you're in a cycle that just keeps restarting endlessly outside of your control. Here with this world card inverted to start your reading. Also, Capricorn here with this world card, a lot of you guys or gals out there might be being bothered by the opinions and all the voicings of others. So that is something to take note of. Following the world card, we have the Knight of Swords upright. This Knight of Swords energy here being a very fast moving energy. Swords about clarity and being able to see clearly, and also being able to cut away with carefulness things that don't suit our lives. This Knight of Wands could be a battle cry for some of you Capricorns out there against a lot of the turmoil and against a lot of the other opinions that might be affecting you here. But some of you out there may also be dealing with a youthful or a young man. Capricorn, to follow the Knight of Swords, we have your second major arcana card in your deck, the Strength card, a card about power and endurance, and best suited by its identifying word, strength, having the wherewithal to endure and to keep going. Following this Knight of Swords here, and before this Nine of Cups, a card about wish fulfillment and all dreams coming true, a card about having the opportunity to see very beautiful things manifest for you. Capricorn, I'm getting that a lot of you guys are gaining happiness and emotional fulfillment and stability and satisfaction here this end of August 2020, so affectionately called the landing. But Capricorn, we will go here to the Wildwood Tarot deck and see if we can add clarity and bridge the gaps in between some of your cards on this first tier here. To bridge your world card and your Knight of Swords, we have the Queen of Stones, the Bear. Also, the Queen of Pentacles. So, if you guys out there are not identifying with a feminine energy directly in your personal being, you might be dealing with a very strong, motherly, grounded energy, a very rational energy, a energy that might be asking you to take more traditional approaches towards this wish or this idea of fulfillment that you have, Capricorn. They might see you as just powering through something that really requires your attention and your delicacy, as opposed to your raw strength. Following this Queen of Stones, we have the Page of Vessels, the Otter, the Page of Cups, a card about youthful energy, a card also about looking into love and looking into the emotions and studying them for a well-being of yourself or others. But I'm getting it's mostly personal as it's coming up here in the reading. But this Page of Vessels, this Page of Cups, or also the Page of Chalices, you know, this card, it's happy news. It's also a sensitive and often childlike energy, as we have the Otter facing the Bear. So some of you Capricorns out there might be dealing with a family dynamic with this youthful Otter here, looking at this more traditional and elder feminine energy here with the Queen of Stones. If this Otter is you, Capricorn, then yes, falling here in between the Knight of Swords and the Strength card, and this row ending with the Nine of Cups, you know, at the heart of the matter, at the center stage, I see you might be being affected by, with this Queen of Swords falling, this Queen of Stones falling on the World card, you might be being affected by the words or the tongue of a mother or a grandmother or a high matriarch, maybe a female supervisor or higher up. But it seems, Capricorn, that you might not be stuck between a rock and a hard place, but you are in between two varying ideas and traditions and ways of living. Following the Page of Vessels, the Otter, we have the King of Bows, the Adder, the King of Bows, the King of Wands, here represented by a coil of snakes. Talks about a very mature but a very fiery energy, a very passionate and strong masculine energy. The King of Wands here, it's It's a dynamic. It's a dynamic that can be abrasive or rash sometimes, and it could be that Capricorn, you find yourself in the middle of a a stable feminine energy that's soft but enduring, or a masculine fiery energy that's fast and maybe serpent like in the path. This path might consist of a lot of winds and coils and turns, where this path for you is more so a walk along a riverbank with minor bends and turns. Because in all three of these cards here, we have channels in the land. We have here the bear in front of a river, the otter sitting at the river, and the king of wands here, the coil of snakes, seeming to look like they are in a dried out riverbank, or in some place where water could be but is not. Here with this fiery card and this fiery energy, but Capricorn, we'll go to the crypt deck to see if we can tighten this message up a little more for those of us out there who identify as being stuck in the middle of a female and male identity, as it bears down pressure on our emotional state of being, on our emotional identity, or on just how we receive love. So yeah, to come down further, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Now, following this Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups in reverse, although it's a card of abundance and happy endings, much like the World card inverted, this Ten of Cups inverted says to me that you guys are either in a cycle where the end wasn't as promising and as fulfilling as you thought it would be, but also you guys here could be in a situation where this completion with this Ten of Cups, it might have benefited someone other than yourself in the situation. You might have been looking for the jackpot yourself, the windfall yourself, only to see it go somewhere else. But following this Ten of Cups inverted, we also have Judgment inverted, falling on the Page of Vessels and the King of Bows. With this Judgment card inverted, I'm getting very strongly that yes, those voices and clamorings that are seeping into your psyche, Capricorn, they are very much so affecting your ability to see clearly the situation and act and cut out what doesn't need to be there. And it's also in a position to where it might be causing not the judgment itself, but the situation might be causing you to either not look directly at the masculine energy as for what it is, or Capricorn, this Ten of Cups and this Judgment both inverted. I'm getting some of you guys might find yourself in a situation where you feel like the light's on the outside of the door and the door is swinging closed only to lock you inside of a room of darkness. But do know, Capricorn, if that resonated with you, that brighter days are still the modus operandi. Brighter days are still what is being strived for. So, Capricorn, we'll end with the Animal Spirit deck. Pulling the Dragonfly, Earth energy. You have this air energy to end your deck, to end your reading. So this Dragonfly out of balance here, it can't concentrate, and it signifies a busy mind. The Dragonfly is ancient and ethereal. It has a sense of wonder and awe that it awakens. You know, this Dragonfly is also a symbol of swift and shimmering joy and happiness and opportunity as it sweeps over the water. It provides a beautiful iridescence that has a way of uplifting. But to bring this Dragonfly here in balance, sorry Capricorn, you need to focus on your breath and breathing, especially if you find yourself under the weight of a lot of thought and a lot of intensity, because also what I'm getting here is there may not be too many problems like 10, just to throw a number out there, but the four problems that are there, they are very heavy, they are very urgent and attention calling. So Capricorn, the horned goat, and in the Native American symbology of the zodiac, the, just to make sure I'm right, the Goose. This has been your general read. I am Lotus God Sage. Wishing you much peace and happiness here from Tarot from the Crypt. And as always, Capricorn, much peace and love as you seek an emotional balance here in the end of August, in this landing of August, and you seek to remain resilient. I just ask that you do keep up the good fight. Once again, this has been Tarot from the Crypt. I am Lotus God Sage, wishing you, Capricorn, much peace and love. Take care.